Okay, so hi everyone. I think anyone who is watching this video might be my friend because I'm not that famous. I hope everyone is doing great, and let's get straight to the point that I wanted to talk in this video about the Sylvia Plath's analogy, the thing she wrote in her book called The Bell Jar. Okay, it's actually what I consumed in November and what I really got to learn in November. It was kind of life changing to me. I don't know, I just related to that quote so much that I'm sitting here making a video about it, like that literal page of a book. So the book is called The Bell Jar, okay? And if you go to the backstory of The Bell Jar, Sylvia actually wrote that book about herself, her life, and the book and the main character is actually Sylvia herself, but she made it fictional. And before I start this analogy about what she wrote in that book, I want to be clear about the book as well, so you get a wide explanation why she wrote it. So in the book she wrote about herself. Obviously she made a fictional character, and the main character was actually somebody who lives in New York, and she wanted to be an editor in New York. Like, she wanted to be accomplished editor in New York, but unfortunately the circumstances were not that great, and she thought that she failed. So the main character is living in New York, and she wanted to be an editor, something with working with writing articles, all that stuff. So when she goes to New York, she finds out that she's not that good enough. The self-doubt, you are in your youth. And this is the main reason why I really got connected to the whole quote situation, why I want to analyze this fact, this statement from Sylvia. So the Bell Jar is all about decision making, career decision making, and how it affects us, our youth, how our youth is so important, and what we do in the youth, in the phase of youth, the decisions, how it affects us. So in the book, Sylvia actually wrote about fig trees, and I am so enlightened by the quote that she wrote in the Bell Jar about the figs, that the quote goes, I will insert the clip of me reciting that poem, that quote. I saw my life branching out before me like the green fig tree in the story. From the tip of every branch, like a fat purple fig, a wonderful future begoned and winged. One fig was a husband and a happy home and children, and another fig was a brilliant professor, and another fig E.G. the amazing editor, and another fig was Europe and Africa and South America, and another fig was a Constant and Socrates and Attila, and a pack of other lovers with queer names and offbeat professions, and another fig was an Olympic lady crew champion. And beyond and above these figs were out, I saw myself sitting in the garage of this fig tree, starving to death, just because I couldn't make my mind which of these figs I would choose. I wanted each and every one of them, but choosing one meant losing all the rest. And as I sat there, unable to decide, the figs began to wrinkle and go black, and one by one, they plopped to the ground at my feet. Okay, so I really hope that you guys heard that clip. And I am so concerned when she wrote that quote. I don't know how she was feeling, because I can totally get the feeling. Like, she was so indecisive what she wants to be, what she wants to become, what opportunities she should take, and what opportunities she should just let go. And that everyone in their youth, 20s, mid 20s, maybe in early 30s or mid 30s, will relate, because all the decisions in this this phase, you guys, one decision will depend how your rest of the life will look like. One day you decide to be a doctor, and imagine you will be a doctor for rest of your life. You will be stuck with it. One day you want to become somebody from, you got inspired and you want to work in an IT. You will be you will be working in a corporate kind of environment rest of your life. So it is bit scary. I understand Sylvia must be so indecisive, like we all have been indecisive. And the fact that in the future we don't know that decision is correct, bad, or it makes any sense to our life. You will not even get a hint that one decision will be good, bad, or maybe it will make no sense in your life. But I know that eventually what is for you, you will choose that. I know that for sure. But we all have been in that phase, that what should we do, what we all have been in that phase where, like, just like Sylvia, we were like, what fig we want to become? An editor? Do we want to settle in Europe or America, or maybe in your hometown being a newspaper boy, or in America working in a corporation, or in Europe being an freelancer? Maybe anything. One decision in your youth will make what the rest of your life will become. And you won't believe how I relate to this quote. And I want to analyze, like she said, that one fig tree is blah blah blah, one fig tree is South Africa, one fig tree is an amazing editor, amazing in with queer names, they have different professions. She is jealous of all those things. She wants to become all those good people she has, or she has met, or might want to become. She has seen in the TV or somewhere in the article, newspapers. We all have been there. One day we want to be an amazing doctor, an amazing architect, an amazing fashion designer, an amazing artist, poet. Like I myself, I'm so into writing, and I one day, this hormone thing, there is something in my body, like I just want to become just like my favorite authors, my favorite people. I want to be a very famous speaker. I want everyone in this whole world to hear me like they listen to the great people. I want everyone want to listen to the great. One day I had this thought. I was watching somebody give a speech. It was actually a speech of Bong Joon. If you know who Bong Joon is, Bong Joon is actually the director from that movie called Parasite, and he was actually making an interview when he got an Oscar. He was making the interview that how he studied Martin, Socrates, and now he's just standing in front of him getting an Oscar. And I was hearing that interview, and I just felt this rush in my blood that, oh my god, we can make all of this possible, because these people are making all of this, this scenario possible. Okay, so now this is where we come to the ending of the quote, how she got so confused, and when she looked above all those figs, 1 fig, 2 figs, 3 figs, and while she was thinking, what figs should I choose, what fig is good for me, what is bad for me, somebody took that position and just went away, and Sylvia was just sitting there. And like she quoted that the fig got wrinkly while she was starving to death. She was there sitting, watching. She couldn't decide, she couldn't make the money out of that position, and so she saw the fig getting wrinkly. Even though she might be very excellent in it, bad in it, or anything, she just couldn't decide. And while she was starving to death, thinking about all those figs, she sat there under the tree, and while just Sylvia was being indecisive, she was so picky, she couldn't choose who she wants to be. And at the end of the sentence, she wrote that it started to pop down on her feet, because now it's too late to be that fig, or ultimately the point of being fig is to join that profession or position or doing a job or career choices, right? So here we conclude the last sentence, that what could have been happening on Sylvia's mind, that when she saw those fig getting wrinkled and popping from the tree, and she can see it on the ground beside her feet, that can actually mean that Sylvia got very late to take that fix. Sylvia let those jobs, career decisions by being indecisive. She was so overthinking about it, she couldn't choose. Yeah, that was all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this idea of me yapping about random stuff from my life, teeny tiny bits of it, I will try to make such videos more. And I hope everyone has a great night. Goodbye. Loves. Take care of yourself. It's so hard to make a YouTube video. Okay, so everyone, good night. Bye. Take care. I love you so much. Bye.